Hello and welcome back to Ask Alan About Low Carb Cocktails. We are doing another week of reviews of some Austrian spirits. We're going to do a rum and we're going to do a variation of a Negroni. Stay with me as we investigate this rum and a great drink. Hello and welcome back to Ask Alan About Low Carb Cocktails. Several weeks ago I started this series on reviewing some of the spirits that I brought back from Austria when my wife and I went at the end of the year. We went over there to visit our daughter and son-in-law and a new baby girl. It was a great trip, and while there I picked up some spirits at some of the Christmas markets, and this week we're going to go through yet another great spirit that I grabbed there. This was from a market that I got several things from this particular booth, and this is an Austrian rum, and it's in the Graz is in the we were in Graz, and Graz is in the Styrian region, so it's considered a Styrian rum. And this one is from, and again, I'm not going to say this correctly, I'm sure, but Sinnesfreuden. So hopefully that was close, but otherwise, this is one. I did get to sample each of these before I bought them from this booth, and that was true in most of the booths, but there was one that wasn't. But this one, I do know that I did think it was pretty good, so let's try it. So again, this is a rum that I picked up at a Christmas market in Graz. It's 42% alcohol, which is equivalent to 84 proof here in the United States. And I can see visually it's sticking to the side of the glass fairly well, so it's got very good legs, very viscous, so that doesn't really tell you anything about the taste, but it does help to stay on the tongue and give a better taste overall, I think. So let's see what it smells like. It definitely has that rum, a little bit of rum funk, not real highly funky, but maybe a little bit of banana peel in the back. Almost leafy odor. Can't quite place it. I don't want to say like caramel smell or anything like that, which would be more of a whiskey, but maybe a little cinnamony. But it's more like banana peel, maybe banana leaf, some kind of a leaf, mango leaf or banana leaf, from what at least is coming to mind as I smell this. Everybody's probably going to get a different smell off of these things than everybody else, so whatever you smell is what it reminds you of. So let's see what it tastes like. Very good taste. I taste that it tastes like it's been aged a little bit, not years and years, but the color is this more caramely color. Typically comes from the barrels. So I don't know what kind of barrels they use. I don't know really anything about those aspects, and can't look it up because it's small distilleries, and in southeast Austria, so probably not going to find the information specifically, but it does have a very good taste. And if you're in Austria and you're there in the at the end of the year when they have the Christmas markets, you probably will find the same booth that I found that has these have had this and a number of schnapses and whiskey and a gin that were all really good. So definitely it is a good rum. Similar to maybe one of the dark rums doesn't have a heavy taste, but it's a lighter taste. So maybe Zacapa, except Zacapa's 23. It's got a little bit of sugar in it. And this doesn't taste sweet. It's got a lot of woody taste to it, and kind of that banana runt taste in the back. And it doesn't have a long finish, but it's got a reasonable finish, so it's pretty good. So let's try this in a cocktail. And I just had looked up, cocktails to do with a dark rum, just to pick something to try it in. And this one is a Kingston Negroni. So it's just a variation of a Negroni. And in this, you put your ingredients in a shaker. I already have the ice on the other side. And this is only 1 ounce. Almost an ounce left there. Just need a small, teeny bit more. So an ounce of the rum, an ounce of sweet vermouth, and the sweet vermouth is going to have a few carbs. This has about 4 carbs per ounce. And then when you get into these other bitter liqueurs like Campari, they'll have sugars in them. So an ounce of Campari has about 7.7 grams of carbs. So just so you know, that's what's in there. Now, a Negroni is very Campari forward, so you kind of have to put that in there. And I just don't know of any way to do this without the Campari. So you're going to end up with close to just under 12 carbs total. So just have to keep that in mind as you try this. And so you put that in there, give it a good shake. And that's getting quite frosty on the outside, so take that, and I already have a glass with some ice in it. So strain this over fresh ice. Put that on the right thing. And garnish is optional with an orange peel, but instead of an orange peel, if you hold on for a second, I set those over on the table and forgot to bring them over, but I have dehydrated orange slices. Now these dehydrated oranges I bought quite a while ago. They last forever. Well, not forever, but they last quite a while. I'm going to have to get some more eventually because I'm running low. I got a good-sized bag of dehydrated limes over here, and I got some dehydrated lemons, which I rarely use. But the dehydrated orange, I do use often because there's a lot of drinks that they want you to add orange wedge or orange slice or peel or something, and I just use the dehydrated ones just to make it easy. Because not like I'm running a bar and have that stuff all over the place. So I'll kind of split that. Put it in the drink like that. and that is a Kingston Negroni. Pretty good. You could easily cut back on the Campari. Like I said, Negronis are very Campari forward. So if you like a Negroni, like that bitter taste of the Campari, do it just like this. If you're not as big a fan of the Campari, I'd drop it back maybe half to a half ounce instead of a full ounce, and you get more of the rum flavor coming through. Because this is a pretty good rum, and it kind of gets covered up by the Campari. But it's definitely a good drink, something that you might want to try. So that's it for this particular rum that I picked up at a Christmas market over in Graz, Austria. You can find other rums that are going to be similar, and this is an easy drink to make. So less than 12 grams of carbs, which you don't necessarily want to have even that many when you're having your cocktails, but at least knowing how many is in there is something that is helpful, so you can compensate for that. Or if you don't worry about your carbs, then just have the drink and you don't have to worry about it. But for us diabetics, we do have to know what's in there, and so that way go ahead and give this a try and let me know what you think. Also, comment on this video to let me know what you think of the video itself, what you'd like to see different or done better, or if you think it was great, then you can tell me that too. Just whatever comment comes to mind. Definitely the comments are helpful. They help me to know if I'm doing what people want to see or not. But if you would please like and subscribe and share this with your friends, help me to build this community and get the numbers up so that YouTube pushes it out to other people. That way more people can know how to make cocktails and make cocktails with either lower carbs, or at least know what carbs they have in their cocktails. So if you could help me out with that, I'd appreciate it. But regardless, definitely have a good day and enjoy yourself and have a great cocktail. Thank you, and see you next time.